We give you the facts, it's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I think? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
People of Center, St. Mary and surrounding.
Yeah, watch Popeyes, mama.
Here is
Where I watch?
Popeye.
are you an executive? If you are,
Greetings viewers and subscribers. In today's journey, we are now at Waterworks in the parish of Westmoreland, and we are heading to Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. Continue to sit back, continue to relax, and continue to look at some of the devastation caused by Hurricane Melissa. First up, that guy on your screen. His name is Jahvion Spence, but he's popularly known as Abba Joe. Abba Joe is 20 years old and he's living at Satan Crescent in the Sabanalamar area of Westmoreland. Abba Joe, he followed his father's footstep and he is a two-stroke engine mechanic. He fixes weed whackers, lawnmowers and motorcycles. Abba Joe is also a bike rider who loves to do all kind of stunts on his burgundy high-rev 250 motorcycle with a sport muffler and a blue seat. He is known to frequent areas in and around Sabanalamar like Gully Banks, Wharf Road and Matches Lane. We are told that recently, Abba Joe, he started dating a female living at Gully Banks known as Chin. On Monday night, November 10, about 7 o'clock, Abba Joe, he was last seen by a family member at the Sabanalamar Hospital near to Gully Banks. He was riding his bike. We are told that Abba Joe, he told the family member that he was going to Gully Banks to visit Chin, and that was the last time he was seen by any family member. Since then, calls to his cell phone has gone to voicemail, and neither Abba Joe nor his bike has been seen. A report was made to the Sabanalamar police station, and we are told that the police, they visited Abba Joe's home and they have also questioned Chin, but no meaningful information have been received so far. If you have any idea about the whereabouts of Abba Joe, please contact the police. In this report, early yesterday morning, Thursday, November 13, at minutes to 3 o'clock, a man in his late 40s, he parked and securely locked up his grey 2014 Nissan Sylphy motor car with license plate number 9093LH, and he left it at a garage at 5 West in Greater Portmore for repairs to be done on it. He returned to the location about minutes after 6 o'clock in the morning, but CM was missing. Hoodlums thieved the car. In this report, now, this one, it has setup written all over it. Listen this. What we're learning is that a young man, he was selling a 2016 white BMW 320i GT motor car. Some money was paid and another $500,000 Jamaican dollars was to be paid. Yesterday afternoon, Thursday, November 13, about 12:30, as was previously arranged, the 21-year-old guy who was selling the car, he went to meet with the buyer at a car wash right in the vicinity of the Caymanas Park gate in St. Catherine. The guy completed the sale of the car, handed over the documents to the buyer and gave him his receipt after he collected the remaining $500,000 Jamaican dollars. The guy, he was walking back to the car he had arrived in when he was approached by a lone hoodlum who was armed with a gun. The hoodlum juked down the young man and proceeded to rob him of the $500,000 Jamaican dollars that he had just collected. The hoodlum, he then made good his escape in the area on a waiting motorcycle. Boy, may I tell you. This one, it took place last night, Thursday, November 13, about 8:15. It took place at Top Guns Drive in the Granville area of St. James. Our information is that a guy in his mid-20s, he went to a standpipe at the front of his house to fill up some water bottles. While he was filling up the bottles, a hoodlum appeared from in the dark and opened gunfire at him. The guy, he received gunshot wounds to his hip, both hands and both thighs. The guy fell to the ground and the hoodlum, he then ran away, making good his escape on foot in the area. The guy who was shot, he was rushed to hospital where he was treated and admitted in a serious condition. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, a number of Spence shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem. This one, it took place last night, Thursday, November 13, about 7:30. It took place along the Ginger Hall main road in the Bath area of St. Thomas. Our information is that a youngster named Devaughn Henry on August 23 just gone. Devaughn, he celebrated his 16th birthday. Devaughn was a high school student living at Ginger Hall District. We are learning that Devaughn, he was riding a blue 2025 missile motorcycle when he swerved from another vehicle to avoid a collision. Devaughn, he ended up losing control of the bike, which crashed into a wall. Devaughn, he received serious injuries after he was thrown from the bike onto the asphalted main road. He was rushed to the Princess Margaret Hospital where he was pronounced DEAD on arrival. Still in St. Thomas, we are learning that another man, he died in a bike crash late last night, Thursday, November 13 at minutes to 12 midnight. He was riding a bike along the Retreat main road in the Portmarant police area when he met in an accident and he died as a result. Up to the time of recording this video, I hadn't gotten his name, but if I do, I'll be updating this report. Sad indeed. In this next report, by now, you would have heard the news. Those two police officers, they were shot and killed last night, Thursday, November 13, about 7:30. The incident, it took place at 83 Walton Park Road in Kingston. Their constables Charles Stewart, he was attached to the Spanish Town Police Station, and Constable Jemarey Garden, he was attached to CTAC. Both police officers, they were batchmates and very good friends. There is a lot of stories floating around as it relates to this killing, but I am doing some digging and I'll be updating this report in a subsequent video. Stand by for that. In this next report, the St. Catherine North Police, they are searching for a taxi driver. His name is Brandon Main. Brandon, he plied the route Spanish Town to Nagohead in the parish of St. Catherine. Brandon, he's wanted for questioning in connection with the murder of that mother and daughter on your screen. The mother's name is Tara Pinnock. She was a 29-year-old teacher at the Bridgeport Primary School, and her daughter, 14-year-old Talia Wright. Talia was a student at the Bridgeport High School. They were living in the Keystone area of Spanish Town. Brandon, he was involved in a relationship with the mother, Tara, and yesterday afternoon, Thursday, November 13, about 1 o'clock, their bodies were found in their home with multiple stab wounds and their throat slashed. It is suspected that they were killed earlier this week. Investigations are continuing. The mayhem. In this next report, we are learning that a man, his name is Conroy Dwyer, and he was 37 years old. Conroy, he was living at John Reed District in the parish of St. Ann. We are learning that Conroy, he was of unsound mind, and not only was he of unsound mind, it is said that Conroy, he was very violent. He usually walked around with a knife, and he was always threatening persons with the knife. We are learning that up to recently, Conroy and a man, They were involved in an argument, and Conroy, he attacked the man with the knife. Well, it seems as if someone got tired of Conroy and his violent behavior. Yesterday morning, Thursday, November 13, about 7 o'clock, Conroy's body was found lying along the roadway at Coffee Ridge in the K Valley area of St. Ann. He was found with multiple stab and chop wounds all over his body. He died on the spot. The K Valley police are investigating the mayhem. In this report, now, due to YouTube's policy, I will not be able to play the entire video, but look and listen.
Stop that thing, brother! Come on, police, start running, brother! Come on, police, start running, brother!
So, the young man to the left of your screen, his name is Ricardo Powell, but he was popularly known as Red Bull. Red Bull was a 20-year-old taxi driver who plied the route Portmore to Spanish Town, and he was living at Robinson Close in the Portmore Lane area of Bridgeport in Portmore in the parish of St. Catherine. We are learning that Red Bull's father, he was murdered in the Franklin Town area of Kingston in August 2020. The guy to the right of your screen is popularly known as Mario. Mario is a loaderman or a backup man in the Spanish Town bus park in St. Catherine. On Tuesday, November 11, both Red Bull and Mario, they were in the bus park when they were engaged in a dispute. That dispute got physical when it is alleged that Mario, he used a knife to inflict stab wounds to Red Bull. Red Bull, he ended up dying as a result. Mario, he ended up fleeing the scene, and he is now wanted by the Spanish Town police for murder. Mario, go give up yourself to the police, and if you know where Mario is hiding, please inform upon him. In this report, last night, Thursday, November 13, at minutes to 7 o'clock, a wholesaler named Akeem Douglas. He was 29 years old and he was living at William Street in the Spanish Town area of St. Catherine. Reports are that last night, Akeem, he was in the vicinity of the Luwang supermarket on Wellington Street in Spanish Town when he was attacked and shot. Akeem, he died on the spot. The mayhem. In this report, Daley Road Police in the Kingston Eastern Police Division, they are searching for a guy named Kerrin Daley. Kerrin is living in the East Kingston area. Kerrin is wanted for murder and other charges. This is due to an incident that took place last night, Thursday, November 13, about 8:30. It took place at Jahvion district in the 10 miles area of Bull Bay in the parish of St. Andrew. The allegation is that Kerrin, he attacked and opened gunfire hitting 2 persons. One of them was that guy on your screen. His name is Rai-Ronaldo Fry, but he was popularly known as Lyrical. Lyrical was a 28-year-old truck driver living in the area, and the other person was a 28-year-old female also living in the area. Lyrical, he died on the spot, and the 28-year-old female, she was shot and injured. She was rushed to hospital where she was admitted in a serious condition. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button as also. Hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you'll be one of the first to be notified. In the final report for today, detectives in Portmore, they have arrested and charged Orlando Quan Gray, but he's popularly known as Venom. Venom is 23 years old and he's living at Walcon Drive in the Portmore Villas area of Gregory Park in Portmore in the parish of St. Catherine. Venom, he has been charged for 1. Murder. 2. Using a prohibited weapon to commit a felony. 3. Possession of a prohibited weapon. 4. Unauthorized possession of ammunition. And 5. Conspiracy and being a part of a criminal organization. The allegation is that on Sunday afternoon, February 11, last year, about some minutes to 5 o'clock, a guy named Sheldon Kevin Chambers, but he was popularly known as Crocs. Crocs was 32 years old and he was living at Stephen Avenue in the compound area of Gregory Park. Crocs, he was coming from a nearby shop and he was heading home when he was confronted by Venom, his brother Adda and another crony known as Drastic. They pulled guns and opened gunfire, hitting Crocs to his upper body, killing him on the spot. Venom and his cronies, they then made good their escape, and since then, the police had been searching for all 3 hoodlums. They were placed on the St. Catherine South Police Most Wanted list. We are told that earlier this week, Venom, he was held by the police at Trenchtown in the Kingston 12 area where he was hiding out. He was brought back to Portmore and following a question and answer session in the presence of his lawyer, he was charged. His 23-year-old brother, Adda, and Drastic, they are still wanted by the police. Venom, he'll be facing the courts shortly. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a